Hey, what's up, everybody? So we're going to take a look. I'm out here at Burlington RV, and I'm going to tell you guys from the buyer's perspective, mine and my dad's perspective, and mine and my mom's perspective. So let's kick this video out with a bang. Let's look at this trailer. So Jayco Humid. So buyer may like something this small because it's really compact. A buyer may not like something this small because it doesn't, you can't sleep a lot of people. And a buyer may or may not like something like this because they can't tow it easily, or they may not like something like this because, well, they're not used to something like this. From my dad's side, we're not looking for something like this. From mine and my mom's side, for me and my mom, this would be a really good size because we can sleep two people, so it'd be her and I, and then it could be person here, so it could be three people. Really, three. Fairly small bathroom, but a really good size bathroom. Taking a look, we do small TV. That's about the size that we would need it, but again, really good size. And the MSRP is $27,345. So this would be a really good we're looking at the high side of our super high side of our budget, but again, this would be really nice for what my mom and I are looking for. Let's do another bang. Let's come out with another bang here. We're looking at another Melbourne Prestige. That is locked, so somebody probably bought that unit. Which, that is another really good unit to buy. We're looking at a Varis. Vegas or Varis, I don't know how you spell it. I don't even know what you're saying. It's 2020, so this is a brand new unit. So a buyer may or may not like something like this because it is enclosed. Buyer may or may not like having something like this, having something like this because it is really weird and the setup is really strange. Buyer may or may not like having something like this because the bathroom is super small. Buyer may or may not like something like this because well, it's a fairly large bed, but at the same time, it's super compact. So from mine and my dad's side, this is a small RV, and we're not looking to get something small like this. We want something a little bit larger. From mine and my mom's side, this is a really good RV. So we can sleep two people back there, or three. So we can sleep three people back there, / two people up here. That's 5 people. But again, so MSRP is $119,586. Sale price is $84,999. So this is again a really good high quality coach that you can buy for that kind of money. We're looking at a Jayco Altitude. It's been really cool. So we're looking at a Jayco Altitude 2020. Okay, yep, 2020 would be the right year for this unit. A buyer may or may not like something like this because again, it's compact, but again, they might like it because it's really high quality. A buyer may or may not like something like this because they have a large bed up front, but at the same time, it folds down so you have more sleeping capability. Buyer may or may not like this bathroom, this sliding door type mechanism for privacy. A buyer may or may not like a bed like this because, well, you have to step up, and if you have kids or grandkids, they might hurt themselves. My dad and I would never buy something like this. My mom and I would never buy something like this because it is way too much money. But on the other hand, for a retired couple, this would be a really nice coach. You know, sleeping arrangement. So you got 4 up front, up on that bed. This folds out into a bed. So you got, again, 2 people. So 4, 6 slash. This folds into a bed. So you got 2 people, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 people. Slash, again, that's 10 people in this coach, let alone this coach. It's a pretty nice unit. Sale price $134,244. That's the MSRP. Sale price is $97,999. So, again, a really nice, high quality coach that you can get on the market if you are looking for one. Again, we're looking at another Jayco Altitude. Stepping into the coach, or walking up into the coach. Again, a buyer may or may not like something like this because, well, again, it's open, but it's still kind of cramped. A buyer may or may not like all these windows because it offers a lot of natural light in the morning. Buyer may or may not like a kitchen setup like this because it is really funky and weird. The buyer may or may not like a small bathroom because it has a weird design layout, and or a small bed because you have limited amount of legroom on the end if you are a taller type of person. Buyer may or may not like the sleeping accommodations of 4 people up on that bed. When that bed folds down above the driver's seat, they might not like that. They might want something different. So from mine and my dad's perspective, this is out of the range. Same thing with my mom's and mine. But again, this is a really nice coach if you are retired or have a lot of kids or family, or say you're deciding to, you have your own company but you're deciding to live on the road. This is a good coach for that because you can sleep, again, 4 people up on top. Again, that small bed, a small little sofa folds into a bed, so you sleep another person there. So that's 4 or 5. So this folds into a bed, 5. So you sleep 2 people here, 7, and then 2 people there, 8, 9. So you can sleep 9 people inside this coach. Which is, let's look at the MSRP, $124,492. Sale price $89,999. So again, a really good quality coach if you are in the market for one. We're looking again at a Percept by Jayco. I've never seen one. Percept by Jayco. Stepping up on into this coach. A buyer may or may not like something like this because, well, it's a weird layout. A buyer may or may not like something like this because it's got a weird design flaw to it. And or, again, the bed is up top. They might not like something like that. They might not like how they have a ton of storage and it's a white kitchen but a really dark wood cabinet space and fireplace. Buyer may or may not like the size of this kitchen because it is a weird size. The buyer may or may not like something like this because, again, it just feels weird, and it may be because they're not used to having the size of a bed in something like this. Again, it's out of mine and my dad's questioning. It's out of mine and my mom's questioning. But this is a really nice coach. This is a 2020. So again, the MSRP, they don't have the papers in this coach, but again, the MSRP would be about $125,000, and the sale price would probably be like $99,000. Again, a really good quality high coach that you can get for a family, for your family. We're looking at, well, let's see if I can get in here. Wow, a lot of these are open. Just talking to myself. Stepping in up on into this coach. A buyer may or may not like something like this because it's not just narrow, but it might not fit their needs for what kind of family they have. Buyer may or may not like having a fireplace in that location, but they can configure their own and have it shipped to their local RV dealer. Buyer may or may not like, again, having a small bathroom, but having lots of mirror storage up front, so they can put all the storage up in the mirror part of bathroom. Buyer may or may not like the size of an RV because, well, it's a lot of storage in the bedroom, and they may or may not like it because easier to find, but again, they can lose some stuff. Again, this is a really nice coach of what a family would expect to buy. $194,000 sale price, $138,999. So this is a really expensive coach, in high quality too. But again, if you're a family with a lot of people and a lot of, and you want something higher end like this, this is a really good example of what you can get in a higher end coach. I'm gonna go take a look at some used stuff. So walking over to the used section of RVs. Wow. So all those RVs that you see over there, those are all RVs that they are working on or winterizing. So we are looking at a Quantum stepping in. Buyer may or may not like something like this because, well, it is really good quality, but at the same time it lacks some stuff. Buyer may not like that step up, like I said in part 1 of the video, because, well, grandkids or their elderly family members, or the bathroom is really small. From mine and my dad's perspective, this would be not something to consider, but something to look at, because we can fit 2 people up there. This folds out into a bed, so that's again a person / 2 people. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 people. It would not suit our needs, but again, something to look at. From mine and my mom's perspective, this would be really nice. Nice little kitchen, but again, I would like to see some other units out there, and not just compare prices, but compare layouts. So right now, my mom and I are in the stage of we know what price we're looking at, but right now we're in the stage of comparing units, and that's an important stage for us right now. And that might take another year to see what units are out there and see what units have what we are looking for. So MSRP is $84,999. Sale price is $77,999. So again, you can get This is a used coach. 2019, so this is brand new, but you can get something like this used for really under $100,000, which is really nice. And it's also got a grab handle, which is really nice for some older people. Next unit we're going to take a look at is this Senegree. This is like a 2019, I think it is. Senegree. Senegree. Taking a look at the steps or walking up and into the coach. Buyer may or may not like that it's so small and it's compact like this, because, well, their family needs. And or the bathroom is small because it is really a cramped space. A buyer may or may not like a fold down bed and may like something that's already folded down. From mine and my dad's perspective, this unit is out. We wouldn't want something like this. From mine and my mom's perspective, this is again something to consider, because once that bed folds down, we can sleep 2 people up front and then 2 people in the back. So again, 4 people. It's just really a nice coach. Let's take a look at the MSRP on this coach. So MSRP is $82,999. Sale price is $79,999. So you can get this coach under, well, $90,000. And it's brand new, which is really cool and really nice. Knowing that you can get something like this for, well, that new, but that cheap of a price. Buyer may or may not like something that's old, but let's take a look inside. So, I'm guessing this is like a 2004. Stepping up and into this coach. I don't see the papers, but a buyer may or may not like something like that with lots of storage behind the TV. It may or may not like this kind of a family room area, because it feels really weird with having a sofa and then having a dinette area and then a bed. Buyer might like something this old because it's cheaper to maintain. Looking back, buyer may or may not like small bathroom where a toilet is housed and a shower that you actually have to get out of shower, and somebody might see you naked, which is really a family concern. Might be a buyer may or may not like a bedroom like this because it has large windows, but at the same time it is cramped. From mine and my dad's perspective, iffy, because that folds out no bed, that's 2 people. This folds out no bed, that's 2 people. That's 4 people. 5, 6. That's 6 people. From mine and my mom's perspective, this would really be nice, because 6 people would be really a cool thing to have. Storage in the kitchen is really cool. So this kind of feels like a log cabin, but on wheels. And that's a really cool feature to have. A buyer, and you have this homemade wooden type of a unit. Next unit, but again another Senegree. Another Senegree. But buyer may or may not like the power steps. Again, buyer may not like something like this because it's small. with a fold-up bed, but at the same time, for a small family, it works. Like I said, my dad and I would not like something like this, but my mom and I would. $90,000 for MSRP and $79,999 for sale price. Again, pretty small unit. I'm gonna check the time real quick and see what time. So it's 5:16. My mom said I gotta be home by 6 or 6:36. But 6, it's not too bad. A buyer may or may not like something like this because, well, it is really weird and oval shaped. A buyer may like something like this, well, because it's really nice. So we have a 2000, I don't know what year this thing is. We have a 2015. A buyer may or may not like something like this because, well, it is a little older, but at the same time, it gives a lot of the original space of an older RV. Buyer may or may not like the step again because of, grandma and grandpas or kids. And buyer again may or may not like that the shower's over here, but the bathroom's over here. Buyer may or may not like something like the bed because it is in a weird, awkward shape. So from mine and my dad's standpoint, this would work because we can fit 2 people up there in a cab over. That folds out into a bed. That's 2 people. This folds into a bed, so that's again 2 people. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 people inside a coach like this. My mom and I would also consider this unit because it's again 9 people. So MSRP is $80,000. And sale price is $70,000. So you can get this unit for $80,000. That poses a question in my head, because $80,000, a unit like this should not be like $80,000. A unit like this should be at least maybe $102,000. But it's a 2015, and I can understand being in 2015. Next unit we're going to take a look at is again another really cool unit here. Stepping on up into its coach. So from a buyer standpoint, a buyer may or may not like something like this because, well, it just feels like a regular RV. A buyer may like something like this because it has a unique design to it. A buyer may or may not like, well, having again the shower and the bathroom separated, but may like having the big bed with lots of storage up front. Let's take a look at the MSRP. MSRP is $76,000 and sale price is $68,000. So again, this would work both in mine and my dad's perspective and mine and my mom's perspective. Again, a really cool coach. Used, this is like another 15. I think it is, probably is. I could check the VIN truck, but check the VIN in a later date. Let's check this 5th wheel out. Well, it's right here. This is a 2020 Solitude Grand Design. Stepping up into this coach. Oh, it's locked. Okay, so it's locked because they haven't put these out yet. So this is the 2012 Newmar. This is out of price range for my dad and I and my mom and I, but this is a nice, really good coach for, a retired family, and traveling on the road for a large family, but retired, and they just want something nice. This coach is, say, 20. I forget what year this thing is. It's a Canyon Star. It's 2020, I think it is. Don't quote me on anything. A buyer may or may not like something like this because, well, it's very large, but at the same time, it offers a lot of the stuff that they may be looking for. They may like this fireplace / TV. They might like this kind of a layout right here because it houses what they need. Buyer may or may not like the kitchen. Well, because of the setup and or it's just not the right setup for them. Buyer may or may not like having the sink and shower over here, but toilet over on the other side. Buyer may or may not like the bed facing this way and or a really mirrored mirror. Personally, my dad and I would not like something like this, nor my mom and I. MSRP $140,000, sale price $120,000. Again, this is a really nice coach. If you are retired and or you're a family that is looking for something like this, this would be a really good coach for you. High end everything in this type of a coach. Buyer, let's see if we can get into this thing. Nope. So these are some of their new some of their new stuff. Buyer. So this is a buyer. A buyer may like something like this. Well, because it fits what they need it for. Again, I think this is a 2020. Don't quote me wrong. Don't quote me right. Maybe a 2017. Buyer may like something, may or may not like something like this because, well, it just has a weird feeling to it. It feels like, they might feel like they're out in the woods, or they might feel like they're in a log cabin. Buyer may or may not like the kitchen, how small it is and the size. They also might not like the rear bunk living area with the beds. They may or may not like the rear bathroom. They may or may not like how small or big the bedroom is. Personally, this fits out of our money range for my mom, for my dad's side, and my mom's side. But again, a really nice coach. If you are looking for something like this to, have a family get together, this is again a really nice coach for you to have. Stepping down from this coach. So these are all Class A motorhomes. You've got maybe one diesel pusher. You've got maybe a diesel pusher, but maybe nothing much. So this is a diesel pusher motorhome. It's a perfect example of one. Coming up and into this coach. So this is a diesel Class A motorhome. So a buyer may or may not like the tile on the floor. They may or may not like the TV in the fireplace. They may or may not like something like this. Because, well, it's too big, and or they're just, upsizing and they're not used to all this stuff that they have. Like the really nice cabinets, mini cabinets that offer, well, a lot of space. A buyer may or may not like the mini desk that's in the kitchen. Because maybe they're thinking, well, it doesn't belong in the kitchen. stepping back, buyer may or may not like the size of, well, the bathroom and or the vanity or a mid kitchen bath. They might not like, well, the bed and or how the TV is laid out. Buyer also may or may not like, well, the shower and how, such a big bathroom, but for the mini, kitchen bathroom, how it's so small. Again, this would not fit my mom's or my dad's price range. But again, this isn't a really, so the four of these units that we just stepped into are super high quality and good price. So MSRP $270,000. Sale price $229,000. Again, a really nice coach. But that's if you are looking for something like this. And again, this is a diesel pusher. A Class A diesel pusher, which is really cool. So you've got, this is a Class A diesel. That's a Class A diesel. That's a Class A diesel. And that's a Class A gas. So you got diesel and diesel. We should be having about 2 more diesels in this coach, in this kind of setup. And then we will move into the Class C's in a bit. Comfort drive. Let's see if we can get in here. Wow. So this is a luxury coach. This is a luxury coach from a buyer standpoint, from a retired standpoint. Something like this is really nice. Might be really nice. So a buyer may or may not like something like this because, well, it's a really high-end coach, and or it's a Newmar. So this is a really high-end coach. An older couple might like something like this because it's really nice and it gives it the perspective. So sleeping arrangements, you have 2 people in the back. So 2, that little dinette area sleeps 2. This folds out into a huge bed, so that's like 5 people right away. So sleep about 10 people inside this coach. An older buyers may or may not like something like that, because it is really nice. And the quality is there also.